In this video, we're going to be learning the kendama trick known as hand roll. It looks like this. Now, in order to do this trick, you want to make sure you know how to do spacewalk. So if you don't know that trick, make sure you check out our video on how to do that. So to start this trick off, you're going to hold the tama of the ken. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be swinging the ken clockwise over our hand. And to make this trick possible, you really want to make sure you have the proper string length. So you want to make sure that your string is about 2 fingers width. Once you have this tama on the spike and you pull down, you'll see the string is 2 fingers below the bass cup. That makes it easier for the wrap to happen because you want to make sure that the ken lands right here. If you have your string a little bit longer, this trick still is possible, but it's a little bit more difficult because you have to adjust where on your hand, at what thick part and thin part you have to wrap, and it just gets really complicated. So make sure your string is the right length. So to start, you want to hold the tama and you're going to swing the ken clockwise over your hand like this. And once you wrap, you're going to let go of the tama, and the ken is going to continue to rotate, and both the string and the tama and the ken are all going to wrap around until the ken, you'll see, will land on the back of my hand like this. And then once it's right here, you really want to bend your knees because the tama is going to pull up, and the motion of the tama is going to pull the ken up for you since you're not holding on to anything. And when that happens, you're going to grab the ken like this. The tama is going to rotate one more time, and once it rotates down here is when you really drastically bend your knees like we learned in spacewalk, because then it turns it into a simple swing spike. So if you are having trouble with the end of the trick, little tip, what you can do is you can set the ken on the back of your hand, and this puts you at the end of the trick. So what you can do is you can bend your knees to pop the tama up, and you can do the end transition where you bend your knees and do the swing spike. So a common transition into hand roll, once you do get this down, is what you can do is a spacewalk, and then start the hand roll. And you can see that these two tricks transition really well together. So once you do have the hand roll mastered, it's kind of fun to transition from a spacewalk. But that is how you do the kendama trick known as hand roll.